Good morning, good morning, good morning, my people of the Most High, divine, precious, and awesome creator Abba, our Father. I just want to say good morning to all of y'all. And you know what I do when I get on here in the mornings, especially on Thursday mornings. I came to ask you simply a question. Are your thoughts positive, productive? Are they powerful? Are you present in your current situation? Do you possess the tools you need here on Thought Field Thursday to get through, to make it, to endure, to overcome the challenges that we currently face and those that are to come? Yes, you do. Why? Because we're developing ourselves. We are encouraging ourselves. We're inspiring ourselves. And we want to make it known to the world that God is still in control, honey. And if you believe that on any plane that you're on, in any state of mind that you're in anything that you have been through, then come on this morning with me and give the Lord a hand praise. Say, Lord, thank you for the ways you made. Thank you for the protection that you've given. Thank you for the times when their traps and snares tried to bring me down. Thank you that you brought me out, that you put a shield of protection, not over just my mind, but also over my heart. Lord, we want to thank you, even protecting our bodies. We want to thank you, Lord, because we know that so many things are going on upon the land right now. And so, God, we are asking so much for your thanking you for your grace and your favor and your mercy. We're thanking you, Lord, for your protection, honey. If you don't know God to be anything else, know that God is a protector. God is a keeper, like they say, if you want to be kept. I don't know. I'm going to have a clap on that one. God is a keeper if you want to be kept. All right. This is Thought Field Thursday. This is the Elders Table, honey. I want to welcome you this morning. And before we start, even with the lesson or even just with the simple talk, I want to extend right now our hands towards Buffalo. We want to extend it towards Uvalde, Texas. We want to extend it towards California with Laguna Niguel and I don't remember the other city, but it had to be in the Laguna area with the Asian community. We want to extend it to all of our communities. It's time for us to come together and vibrate higher. There's some energies that are permeating upon this earth, and the reason that they think like they have the upper hand is because we who are team members, who are believers, who are messengers, we have to now begin to come together. And so right now, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, I'm asking that you take this 10 seconds to extend your hand of light, to extend your hand of love, to extend your hand of peace, to extend your hand of hope in their direction. So if you want to do that with me, give me 10 seconds of your time. Counting from the bottom of 3. 3, 2, 1, extend your hand. We send light and love to all of the communities that have been hit by violence, by poverty, food insecurity, home insecurity, lack of resources, lack of education for our kids, just any type of lack or any type of negativity that permeates in our communities. Oh God, we are sending light, love, peace. We're sending comfort. We're sending our resources. We're sending our prayer. We're sending what we need to do as a team to get this thing done. All right, our 10 seconds is up, and we want to thank God again for this time, for this moment. Honey, what are we talking about today? Thought Field Thursday is about speak peace and unity to your team. Who is your team? Who is around you? What do you have next to you? Who do you have in your circle? What's going on in your team? Why do I say what's going on in your team? Because I know that where there are 2 or 3 gathered, Jesus promised he would be there in the midst. The Spirit promised he would be there in the midst. And oftentimes our teams are not strong because we don't communicate. And I know that a lot has gone on within the last 3 years, and we've been isolated. And I believe I did preach a sermon called "We've been waiting to exhale." We've been waiting to breathe again. We've been waiting. We've been holding our breath, waiting for somebody to release and tell us it's okay to breathe, or it's all right to be, or it's all right. I get it. But we need to begin to build our teams again. And how do we do it? We're going to look at what John 17:21 says. It says, "I pray for them all to be joined together as one, even as you and I, Father, are joined together as one. And I pray for them to become one with us." Why do you think Jesus was saying that? Because he was one with the Father. He says, I pray for them. I pray that they come together in mind, body, and spirit. I pray that they come together because when we are all connected, we can take care of things together. We can take care of some of the issues that could be just right next door to our house. We can take care of some of the issues that could be going on in our schools. We can take care of some of the issues that may be happening down the street. We can take care of some of the issues that's been happening in our churches. We can take care of some of the issues that's happening in our families. If we come together as a team, Jesus says, I pray for them that they join together as one, even as you and I are one. The reason the Lord said, because you couldn't break the bond between Jesus and God. Because Jesus knew exactly what he came here to do. And that was to be the messenger, that was to be the teacher, that was to be the son, that was to be the brother, that was to be whatever he needed to be on this earth to do what? Bring his folks together. And the reason he did it, he says, honey, let me come together. Hope they come together like you and I come together, Father. Why? So they can take care of stuff. And that's why I stopped this morning to just say, hey, let us all vibrate higher. Let's check our teams out. Let's call one another. Let's check on one another. Let's say, hey, if you need something, give me a call. If you know somebody else that might be in need of something, let's get together and help them. It may not be in your city. It may be somewhere else. It may be in Buffalo. It may be in Texas. It could be in Louisiana. And there's enough of us out here doing it. But I want us to continue. We've got to come together. We've got to be able to lay our stuff aside, because you know what happens. You know what happens when some of us get in charge. Oh, Lord. You know what happens when the wrong person with the wrong motive, with the wrong attitude gets in charge of a team. The team falls apart. I'm just going to leave it right there. You know, we've been in all of the institutions. We've been in groups. We've been in places where we have come together and it's a great idea and the program's going to get done and we all come together. But you got the wrong leader in place, forget it. Forget it. It ain't going nowhere. But if you look at it, you see what's going on around right now, especially this. I'm going to read this part right here where it pretty much says that God knew what Babel is doing. And he said Babel had the idea. And I'm going to read it, and there's a reason why I'm going to read that. It's because when it comes down to certain negativity, you know negativity feeds off negativity. And it don't take long. As soon as somebody said, the other one catch hold, and then all of a sudden you got this big bowl of fire. Listen to this. This is what it says. Jesus spoke often of the power of working together as a unified force. He said that the key to more people believing in him as the Messiah was his body working together in a unified way. Similarly, moving in a unified effort in any place that you are will have incredible results. Now, this is God talking about Babel. He says the people at Babel were working together and could not be stopped. Oh, so God had to do what? Separate them because they had the wrong motive for the unified effort. I'm going to tell you, some people are even going to get together for the wrong unified effort. We've got plenty of that going on right now. But I'm talking about the teams that need together to come together for the right of God, for the good of God, for the right of the Messiah, for the good of humanity, for the good of the universe, to allow us to do what? Vibrate higher, to get our energy up, to move us to a different place, to bring peace on the land, to bring unity on the land. And you say, Renee, that's not going to happen. That's going to take some time. That's going to take a whole lot of effort. That's going to take generations. If you start now, we can see the results, because I believe that our God is a right now God. And I believe that we all have been possessed with a power. He says what? The power to do exceedingly abundantly. Why? He said by the power that works within us. If God can do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think, he can only do it by the power that works within you. Let me get back to this babble. So the Lord had to separate them because their motive was incorrect. And the Lord said, now you can find this in Genesis 11:6. He said, and the Lord said, indeed the people are one, and they have all one language. And this is what they began to do. Now, nothing that they propose to do will be withheld from them. He's talking about Babel. He's talking about the negative. He's talking about people speaking one language to come together. He says, in anything they propose, it will get done. Let me stop this right now. Let me tell you, God has got your back in your team when your team's motive is right. Jesus is among that team. And because he's within that team, he's already said, Lord, let them be like you and I are to get this thing done. So I decree and declare today that we're going to get this done. No matter who is in your team, if you got a team member that just needs a little push, a little drive, a little encouragement, a little just a redirection, then let's get around our team members and say, hey, you know what? This week I think we need to take a walk out on the beach. You know what? Next week let's read a book. You know what? Let's go out to lunch in the park. Matter of fact, let us go. You know what? Instead of going to the mall, let us sit up and have a meditation session. Let us have a prayer meeting. Let's go back to understanding the Bible from a progressive and an intuitive state of mind. Let us do things that where we incorporate Christ consciously to get this done. Let our motives be right. Let our leadership be strong. Let our leadership be peaceful. Let us walk with grace and mercy and favor, and let us move succinctly as God has brought us here to be. We all purposed. We all got something we need to come here to do. This is Thought-Filled Thursday. This is the Elders Table. It is my wish and my prayer that we do what? Speak peace and unity in our team, so that we can do what? Vibrate higher, so we can do what? Fulfill that which God has purposed us to do. Are you powerful, positive, productive? Do you possess the tools? Yes. Only when you're present. Only when you're present. Hey, this is Elder Renee. I'm glad you came here with me today. Many blessings to you. Have a wonderful weekend. Indeed, continue to send light, love, peace, comfort to the areas that have been hit, not only by violence, but also by this crazy weather. And all those things to come. But we want to change the atmosphere. We want to change the atmosphere with our prayer. We want to change the atmosphere with the power of prayer, the power of meditation, but also the power of becoming what? Unified. A unified force moving succinctly through the earth for the purpose of bringing God, good, and love. You got it. Blessings to y'all. Peace.